let's go back in time to approximately 5 days ago. This is week 3 of my training cycle. And if you're a THP athlete, you know that week 3 stands for suffering. It is usually when you are the most tired. There's a lot of fatigue built up. Your vertical is usually down in the dumps at this point. But for me, that's not everything that's going on. I was also sick, so I was extra messed up. So that's kind of the background going into it. There's also usually a bittersweet feeling at this point because I know I just have to get through one more workout. Right here, I'm spotting Austin, who's visiting. So that's kind of the background for the workout, guys. And I also have a special guest in today's video.
Yeah, that's right. We're back. Anytime that it's a duo video between Isaiah and I, the video does exceptional. Last time we were shooting for 1 million. I think we hit 10K, so not too far off of the benchmarks. But yeah, Isaiah did some clean grip snatches. Nathan put in power snatch, but it was actually clean grip snatch. You can see his narrow grip. The reason why we were doing this is to see how much power he would get when he does really light power cleans. Typically what happens is he accelerates the bar so quickly that he feels like he's going to throw it over his head. So what better way to do that than actually performing the lift of a clean grip snatch, power snatch. So he ended up working, I think, what did you work up to?
185 pounds. And let's not get it wrong. I tried it out of nowhere. This wasn't programmed in. I just kind of just said, let me try this randomly.
Yeah, so we did clean grip power snatch. He did end up hitting 185. It was a little bit of a press out, and I've actually never really seen anyone go. Maybe I've seen someone do 225 once, like a decathlete or something like that, Kyle Garland-esque power output. But yeah, really, really good there. And yeah, I'll let Isaiah kind of talk about how he felt during this section of the workout.
Yeah, so this was actually way harder than it looks. And I actually don't remember how I felt. I think I was messed up like this training session. The lift on Monday, which was 2 days prior to this lift, went really well, hit some of my all-time highest numbers lifting wise. And then I think I was just really tired from that lift. And then on top of being sick, I was just, my output was really depressed. I think I ended up working up to 305. Monday, I hit 315 pretty easily, almost hit 325. 2 days later, my clean was down 15 pounds, which is probably like 5% or something like that. But it was also a very good sign that my basement has been increasing, which we talked about in our previous podcast a little bit. But I usually know that I'm going to PR something when on my worst days, which this is as fatigued as I can be, and with all the extra variables going on, it's basically as bad of a lift as I can get. And the fact that I hit 300, really good sign. That was my all-time best. For reference, when I first tested a 50-inch vertical, my power clean PR was 285. So to hit 305, really, really good. Here, we should actually talk about Austin a little bit. As you can see here, he just PR'd. He had been stuck at a 265 pound plateau, and he hit 270 on that particular lift. I think he ended up getting 275 on the day. What do you have to say about Austin?
So he's been in a unique arc training at home that, and I've said this before, usually he falls off when he travels because he has a lack of facilities. But yeah, he ended up hitting 275. He just walks off, acts like nothing happened. It was pretty badass, actually. And yeah, I mean, obviously his outputs are going up. He didn't jump bad on Friday, but he has kind of this expectation that when he's hitting these big numbers that he's gonna jump super high. The reality is oftentimes it's the opposite. When you hit big numbers, oftentimes you jump low because of the associated effects of that, right? Like your nervous system's trashed, your muscles might be trashed, your tendons might be sore. It's very hard to go across a week hitting a bunch of world-class performances. You can imagine like Usain Bolt coming out and running under 960 a handful of times in a week. It's really unlikely that's going to happen. But I was super happy with that. Long term, I just want to see him keep improving. And one of the big things I want to try to harp on him with is getting more loading in his quads. I think he feels like the power clean is probably enough loading, but I really would like to see him hit, a little bit more intensity in those other areas. I actually was doing clean pulls here and doing VBT profiling or force velocity profiling. I ended up, I think, hitting 2,300 watts at 245 pounds, 265. It dropped off. My back was a limiter here, but it's always good to know where you're at. You can always look at that data moving forward or year to year, and it's just a good metric to have. So that's what I was doing. Isaiah, after this, goes into, I believe, hack squat, or was this front squat? Front squat day. It was an absolute murderous session, which I'll let him talk about the horrors of right now.
We actually we have like a minute left in the video, so I'll make it quick. The front squat, the squatting in general is where I've seen the biggest gains this cycle. The combination of being able to do a belt squat, which unloads my back, and then front squat on the other day, without my back being a limiter, has completely changed my training. I've been able to basically go as heavy as I want, even at high intensities, and it is what I associate my basement of performance in terms of the dunk session. Like, I had a dunk session 2 days after this, arguably one of my highest jumping days ever, in not very good conditions, and I attribute it to this. This is literally the heaviest I've ever front squatted for 3 reps, and I'm very excited. I'm actually going to max my front squat today, hoping for 405. Again, I try to keep my expectations low so I'm not disappointed, but I guess we're going to see how heavy I can go today. Unfortunately, this is it for the video, so enjoy me failing my final set of 355 for 3. If you want to get coached by me and John, guys, go to THPstrength.com. The link is in the description. We have a 40% sale going on for the month of December. Aside from that, please wish me luck on this lift that I'm about to hit. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.